It's time to hit a go to sleep into some wrestling news because it's time for the Turnbuckle. Oh shit, I turned it off too early. You get the point, alright? It's the Turnbuckle, alright? Hello. Bobby Fish doesn't think much of CM Punk, thinks even less of his bunk-ass martial arts. Earlier this week, Bobby Fish invited CM Punk to fight him. It seemed like a fun way for the new free agent to grab some headlines in the wake of waves at 90% of wrestling talk since the all-out media scrum. Turns out there's a fair amount of bad blood behind it, though. Many fans brought up Fish's October 27, 2021 match with Punk on Dynamite, where the former NXT tag champ seemed to lift his shoulder during the referee's 3 count after taking a go-to-sleep from Punk. Fish, who has trained martial arts for most of his life and competed in amateur kickboxing, told Steve Fall of NBC Sports Boston's The 10 Count he had an issue being asked to sell for Punk's martial arts-based offense. If there was a comma in there, I would have read that a little bit better, but that's just me. Okay, Bobby said, Phil is not a bad pro wrestler, but what Phil is not is a martial artist. I've been doing martial arts since I was 8 years old, so I take a lot of pride in it. He is a pro wrestler, so go out, tackle, drop down, leapfrog, get it again. All that stuff, all good, in that lane. Dare I say, he's got talent. But when it comes to martial arts, you are insulting the audience's intelligence because we are supposed to be creating an atmosphere where you can suspend your disbelief. It's honestly insulting for you as one of my coworkers or peers. As a martial artist, you are asking me to go out. Oh my God, I was like, what the hell is that noise? It's the air conditioning, sorry. As a martial artist, you were asking me to go out and put over your bunk-ass martial arts, which is insulting to the audience. It's insulting to me. A certain New Japan wrestler will be happy to hear Fish's thoughts on Punk's finisher, too. Oh, Kenta, because that's Kenta's move. Yeah. Because it's Kenta's move. Well, okay. Who came first, Kenta or Punk? I have no idea. Don't ask me. Not to mention, Fish went on to say, not to mention, the move that he finished me with is not even his finish. It was Kenta's. You know, Phil, you took a man's finishing move, which anybody who knows pro wrestling knows that's kind of fucked up, and you weren't even decent enough to change the name. Damn. I mean, listen, you gotta, if you're gonna take the finisher, the least you can do is ask for the wrestler. That's what you have to do. If you're gonna take the finisher, you have to ask for the wrestler's blessing. You have to. It's like, hey, can I marry daughter? Hey, can I use the RKO? Like, you can't just use it and go, oh, by the way, this is my new finisher now. What the fuck? Wait a minute. You can't be doing that. He doesn't specify if it was the kick out or what exactly sent Punk off. Wow, sent Punk off. He says, quote, there was a little bit of whatever in their match. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? They called it. But Fish's description of his behavior afterwards lines up with reports that he hasn't been a great co-worker to everyone on the AEW roster. Fish went on to say, Phil, after the match, was a see you next Tuesday. Frankly, as a martial artist, okay, I want to put this like on social media and stuff, right? Give me saying. Anyway, I went out and I laid my shoulders down for you. You should be grateful that I did, because on national TV, if I decided that I wanted to fucking haku your ass, I could have, because you're that little bit of a threat in my world. I'm not John Bones Jones or Anderson Silva. He didn't say John Bones Jones. I just love saying Jean Bones. Anyway, but I've been doing martial arts since I was young, and I can handle myself enough to where I will fold you like a wet napkin. Phil Brooks. Oh, wet napkin, Phil Brooks. So, for you to be see you next Tuesday afterwards because of a mistake that you made, it just doesn't wear well. The Notorious also who the fuck is Notorious? The Notorious also chimed in on Punk's scrum performance, which I get. Okay, never mind. Infamous. Okay, never mind. I think Phil kind of showed the world the scumbag he can be. Maybe he's not that scumbag every day, but I guess we all get a little bit of scumbag in us, and some of us do a better job of controlling it than others, which brings us back to that invitation. It's pretty apparent to people who are paying any attention. I don't like you. You don't like me. We can have a competition. Let's make it a competition where I'm trying to hurt you. You're trying to hurt me. Not you going to the booker after a misunderstanding in our match that I put you over in. I sold your bunk-ass bullshit martial arts for you. I did you that favor, and then because of a misunderstanding, you're going to act all see you next Tuesday. Meanwhile, we can just get in the ring or octagon or whatever and actually compete against each other. Let's do it. In this day and age of celebrity stunt fights, don't tell me that wouldn't sell. Listen, let's be honest with ourselves here. CM Punk is a shit martial artist. He's shit. He tried UFC and got his fucking ass handed. Like, literally, they cut it off. They put it on a really nice looking plate, and they said, here you go. And let me tell you something right now. Motherfucker took it, and so thank you very much. And then started eating it. And then he went, okay, I'm going to go make comic books now. And then AEW was like, you want to come over here? And then Turnbuckle was like, yeah, sure. And now, this whole fucking gobbledygook that's going on. Hey, for those of you who have been living under a rock, there's been some controversy going on between... well, not even between. It's CM Punk. It's his fault. If you can hear it in my voice, I'm starting to not like CM Punk. Listen, man, you can't be in a business like this and expect to be able to do whatever the fuck you want. That's not fair. That's not fair to literally anybody else who is coming in here and are paying their dues and taking their lumps and taking bumps and doing gimmicks they don't want to do or whatever. But that's not even a thing anymore. You don't even have to do that. Before, that's what you had to do. If you wanted to be at the top of the card, you had to go in there, you had to put on a chicken suit, and you had to lay an egg in the middle of the ring. And then if you laid the egg properly, Vince would be like, all right. And then he would throw a title at you, and then you would just keep it. Now, we're under new management. So, I don't really know how Triple H is going to see how everything fares. I guess that's what NXT is for. But in terms of Punk and his behavior towards this entire endeavor, it's a lot. I would love to explain it, but personally, I'm not going to do it justice. I think you really need to go online and look it up, to be honest, just to really get the full detail, because I know for a fact I'm going to miss stuff out. But here's the cliff notes. Hangman talk shit about Punk in that promo where he was like, I'm going to keep AEW from you. That was weird. And then Punk came out and was like, he went into business for himself and was like, hey, Hangman's a pussy. I bet he's not going to come out here. And then he didn't. And that kind of, was bad. And then, oh my God, what happened after that? It was the media, it was the match, right? Why am I drawing a blank? That is weird. Because I'm trying to fill in what happened after that. All I know is it was All Out. And Punk won. And then he went to the media scrum. And then he was like, first of all, fuck Colt Cabana and Op. And then he was like, Bryan Alvarez, fuck you. And then Bryan Alvarez was like, okay. And then he was like, fuck the EVPs, fuck them. And then fuck Hangman. And then he left. And then, as the media scrum was going on, a fight broke out. It lasted for 6 minutes. Someone got bit. A chair got thrown. Larry got thrown out. He didn't get thrown out of the room. I'm trying to be funny. Larry was taken out of the room. Everyone's suspended. Punk doesn't have the title anymore. Now there's a tournament. Punk's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. You got to pay your dues. You can't come into any company and just be like, hey, I'm CM Punk. Can I have the title? No, man. No. That's not how this works. All right? God. Fish, I understand where Fish is coming from. I do. You have to understand that Fish is somebody who respects the art. He does. You can't get mad at Fish for being like, hey, I actually know how to do martial arts and you fucking don't. All right? This is bullshit. You can't just come out here and go, Kia, that's not martial arts. You have to know what the fuck you're doing. And CM Punk doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So Bobby Fish is like, yo, fucking square up, okay? I'll fucking lay you out. And according to Bobby Fish, he can. And I would not put it past Bobby Fish. I wouldn't put it past any wrestler of any build to fucking lay somebody out. Because, they could lay me out and all they have to do is look in my general direction. To be fair, anyone has to look in my general direction and I'll just be laid the fuck out because I don't like confrontation. But that's neither here nor there. But in terms of Fish and Punk, in terms of how Fish feels about Punk, I understand. In terms of Fish wanting to fight Punk, that is up to them. I doubt Punk is going to do it. I don't even think that Punk is even going to fucking come back to to AEW. So it's really down to just how Tony Khan deals with this. And so far, Tony Khan has suspended Punk and has not really mentioned him at all since the whole AEW, since the fallout from All Out. I would love, that's got to be the name. That has to be the fallout from All Out. That has to be what it is. So, really, we got to wait and see how, what happens. But, as you can see, if you haven't been noticing, there's been a, I don't want to say there's been a divide, but there's been a, there's been a clear cut, line. There's a battle line being drawn. That's what I'm trying to say. You can see who's shifting teams and what have you. I was watching I don't know what it was. I think it was an interview or something between FTR, and they were like, yeah, something. Punk's really bitter. He's been in the game for a very long time, so he's obviously gonna have these thoughts and these these thoughts of like, my position is being usurped and all this sort of stuff. And I forget what it was, but it was along the lines of like that. It was along the lines of like, Punk's been around for a while and he's been through a lot of shit, and he's been dealing with a lot of shit both in and out of the ring. So it makes sense that Punk's mentality is like here, there, and everywhere, But at the same time, that's no fucking excuse, man. It's not an excuse, man. God, don't fucking go out there and do that. You do that like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know. Also, pour a tin of beans out for the queen, I guess. So whatever. I'm just gonna do that. That dates this video, okay? Yeah. I mean, there's really not much else to say. It's really this is just, I don't know, because a lot of people on Reddit were like, oh, this is just Fish coming out and being like, hey, everybody's on the hate CM Punk train, and I'm just gonna fucking tack my boxcar onto it, So a lot of people are arguing that that's what the general consensus is. But listen, man, I mean, look, fallout or not, I'm sure Fish would have come out and been like, hey, CM Punk fucking sucks at martial arts. So I mean, there's not really much else you can say about it. But I know what we can say about CM Punk and how he's undergoing surgery to repair a torn tricep. We can say, you know what we can say? That's exactly what you fucking get. That's what you fucking get. You went back there, you went into fucking business for yourself, and now look at you. First of all, even if you didn't get that torn tricep, your bitch ass still wouldn't be on TV. Now you really can't be on TV. And you're going to be out for 8 months. Long enough for motherfuckers to forget about you, okay? Long enough for you to fucking sit down, shut up, cool off, think about what you said, think about everything that happened. Maybe, this is just me throwing shit out there, maybe, just maybe, take the time to go on social media, do your rounds, do some interviews, and say, hey, I'm sorry. The way that I acted was very unprofessional, and that is not how I'm supposed to be conducting myself as a professional employee of a company, of a very professional and responsible company. Speaking of responsibility, that was irresponsible of me to say those things about those people and to not clear it with them first, okay? And I apologize for that. If he came out and said that, maybe, I'm not saying that everybody would immediately warm up to him again. I'm saying a lot of people will be like, all right. He apologized and he owned up to it. Okay. But I don't think that that's the type of person that Punk is. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade. Okay. I think that we've known each other for long enough. I think we're allowed to do that on this show. I don't think that Punk is going to do that. I really think that Punk is going to be a see you next Tuesday about this. He's going to be a fucking dickhead. He's going to be like, bro, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and Hangman can go fucking suck a 2-inch cactus, all right? And EVPs can fucking blow smoke out their ass, all right? And also, Brian Alvarez is a bitch. But I don't know. I'm not Punk. But if I was Punk, I would probably want to go on social media and be like, my B, Saws, lo siento, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not him. So, writing in today's daily update, Dave Meltzer notes that Punk's doctor recommended the surgery happen quickly to avoid muscle atrophy. Ouch. And that the recovery time from the surgery is typically, 8 to 9 months, CM Punk underwent surgery earlier this week to repair torn left tricep suffered during Sunday's all-out pay-per-view. Meltzer writes, CM Punk underwent surgery earlier this week, for the tricep. John Moxley match, that is usually about an 8-month recovery period. His doctor recommended surgery right away to prevent any muscle atrophy. Doesn't that mean it stays in one spot? What does atrophy mean? Because that's what it's an adjective. Like your muscles can atrophy. A body should waste away. Oh, especially as a result of the degeneration of cells. Okay, yeah, never mind. All right. So I was wrong. But either way, you don't want that. A tournament to crown a new AEW World Champion is underway. Thank God it's not like a fucking interim thing. I'm glad they're not doing the interim thing. A lot of people were like, bro, just give it to Moxley. Yes, just give it to Moxley. Just give it back to him. Give it back to him. Go, hey, I'm sorry that CM Punk was such a shithead. Here's the title back. I'm sorry about that. Here you go. You are now automatically the new champion again. But no, we got to have another tournament again. Listen, I can't even be mad at it because I understand why we're having the tournament. I understand. But at the same time, it's like, it's like, oh God, another tournament. I don't want another. Fine. Good. And fucking fuck Sammy Guevara, man. Sammy Guevara. Whatever, man. God, I'm so upset about that. Anyway, no. Actually, a little bit, yeah. Fuck CM Punk. Fuck you, all right? Because you're an asshole. And, okay, so the reason why I didn't talk about this is because there's two accounts. The first account is from CM Punk's side. CM Punk says that the EVPs, quote unquote, okay, allegedly, they kicked the door in. And that made CM Punk think, oh shit, they're about to come in here and fucking 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Me. Okay, I don't want that. So Punk started throwing punches. And so so Matt walks in. It was either Matt or Nick. Matt walks in. Punk starts punching him, right? Everybody else walks in. I don't remember what happened because obviously I wasn't fucking there. But all I know is fighting, right? Fighting. So Kenny Omega sees this. He's like, all right, dog can't be here. Get the dog out. Get Larry the dog out. Larry is CM Punk's dog. Getting Larry out of there. As this is happening, it was either, I think he threw the chair as he was getting Larry out, or he bit him as he was getting Larry out. But Ace Steel, who the fuck is that guy? Who is he? Who's Ace Steel? Tell me who the fuck Ace Steel is. Oh, he's CM Punk's coach. I had no idea. Literally, up until like fucking 3 weeks ago, I had no idea who this fucking dipshit was. And now all of a sudden, he's fucking stirring the pot like it's fucking nobody's business. What is happening? What is this? What is going on? Who is this guy? Get him out of here. And he did leave. He's out. I don't know who this guy is. Anyway, so they're fighting, right? And then chair thrown, biting. And that's all apparently according to CM Punk. According to the EVPs, they were like, hey, let's go talk to him. We're going to bring a legal guy with us. I don't know. My brother, because I was talking to my brother about this, and he was like, they brought the legal guy in for Punk just in case Punk did something like he wasn't supposed to, and they needed a witness there. I thought they brought the legal guy in to sort of like, to get some sort of mediator, some sort of like notarized mediator to hash this out so that he could like write everything down and document, like whatever it is they decided on, like they could have somebody there to sort of like, stamp it and then be like, all right, let's go do something else now. But I don't know. But all I know is one thing that is for certain. There's 3 things. The fight lasted 6 minutes. Ace Steel bit somebody and a chair was thrown. So, according to most reports, Ace Steel bit Kenny Omega, which, if I'm Kenny Omega, that's one hell of a fucking story to tell somebody, all right? Shit. I also want to give a shout out to Tony Khan for waiting months and months for Kenny Omega to come back, just so we could give him the titles, just so we could take him off. Absolutely fantastic. Okay? You know what else is absolutely fantastic? Max Dupree teasing returning to NXT character after WWE SmackDown. Max Dupree could be the next WWE superstar reverting back to his old NXT persona under the Triple H regime. After this week's SmackDown went off the air, Dupree teased the return of LA Knight while addressing the Maximum Male Models and Los Lotharios' loss to the Street Profits and Hit Row in an 8-man match. In a digital exclusive video posted by WWE, a deflated Maxine Dupree, Mansoor, and Massey could be seen moping over their defeat earlier in the night, with Maxine making it clear that they need to snap out of their losing streak. Also lost Hit Row on August 26th. Okay, so yeah, Maxine's like, yeah, we gotta fucking fix this. Just then, Dupree stepped into the room, and then his stablemates and asked his stablemates to lift their chins up. He ended his speech by saying, you have to go through the day to get to the night. Like, that's pretty much how he said it. And he's like, yeah, and then he walked up. Seemed to suggest he's indeed bringing back the LA Knight character. Listen, great. I'm all for that. My issue is, what happens to Maximum Male Models? Are we not doing that anymore? Like, what happens to them? Because if you want to, you can just have Maximum Male Models be Massey, Mansoor, and Maxine. And there you go. That's Maximum Male Models right there. You've got the Max, and you've got the male models. There you go. You don't need LA Knight for that. So LA Knight can be his own dude, and he can go off, and he can win the IC, US, whatever, tag team, and then he can do his thing. I'm worried, but then again, I can't be worried because it's Triple H and not Vince McMahon. Because if this was Vince, LA Knight would be a duck and fucking Maximum Male Models, they would turn into like some weird like cult or something. I don't know. But we're under the Triple H regime. So I think all he's gonna do, he's just gonna like break off like one piece of Lego and then just like keep the rest of the set right there. And he's just gonna have his own like, okay, we're fine. I dropped the pop filter. It's fine. I'm all right. Anyway, yeah. So listen, I mean, only time will tell. I know that is like the quote that I live and die on, but only time will tell. There's really no way of knowing exactly. I mean, for all we know, that could just be. Well, I don't know. That could just be cryptic. I can't speak for LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? Or Eli Drake. So. I mean, we're really going to have to see what he does. But I'm excited. I'm excited because I will be excited if it's LA Knight and still Maximum Male Models. Because you can do that. That's easy. You don't have to fucking do anything else. So we'll have to wait and see. But we don't have to wait and see the SmackDown Live results. That's right. We're going to be talking about SmackDown. So the first match. Oh, yeah. So for any of you, what the hell is that? Bro, there's so much shit that flies by my window, man. It scares the shit out of me. For those of you that don't know, Pat McAfee is fulfilling football obligations. It's for the college football, I think. I forget what it is, but it's for college football, so he's doing that. So it's it's Corey Graves. It's Michael Cole and Corey Graves, who are absolutely stellar on the sticks. Okay, can I just say, if any of you were paying attention to my man, to Michael Cole's commentary, Jesus Christ, during the Imperium versus Brawling Brutes match, he was on it, but he's always on it. But like, I don't know, man. I fucking love Michael Cole so much, and I love Corey Graves, and I love Pat McAfee, and I'm sorry, but I also want to give a shout out to Byron Saxton as well, because I feel like I'm leaving him out. I'm sorry, Byron, and Jordan something, I forget his name, but also shouts out to him. Imperium versus Brawling Brutes. This is a good match. I liked it. I'm going to give a shout out to Walter and Sheamus. I fucking love the finish because Ridge got pinned by Giovanni. Doesn't matter. The point is, right? That is how it's. Do you see how easy that was? You realize how easy that was, right? You realize how that there wasn't no faff, there wasn't any floof. There was a team. So you could just have not Walter and not Sheamus get pinned and just have the two other guys get pinned by the two other guys, right? Like you could have Butch get pinned by Giovanni, or you can have fucking Fabian get pinned by Ridge or something. You could have that happen. Like that's a thing that could happen. And it's fine because it doesn't hurt the main guys. Also, if you noticed in that match, you can tell Triple H is putting Sheamus over. Maybe that's just me, but I could tell just by the way that Sheamus was moving around in that match, you could tell that Sheamus is like, his stock is getting built up more and more, which is good. Do that. Capitalize off of the fucking absolutely stellar match that those two had at the goddamn, at the Clash at the Castle. So, the segments between fucking Sammy and the Usos, man, they're fantastic. I don't know which one, but one of them doesn't like him. Who's the red hair? Is the red hair Jay or Jimmy? Either way, man. One of them doesn't like him, which I like. I like that. I like that one of them likes him. This is very weak. Okay, never mind. Okay. So, Sami Zayn and the Usos came to the ring. Zayn is so funny. He is. I love it. Zayn told everyone to get on their... Oh, yeah, which he did. Also, if you noticed on Twitter, Max... Well, actually, yeah. MJF put a one-finger emoji. So, he was also watching. Dan St. Jimmy put his one finger in the sky, but Jay gave Zayn... Okay, so it's Jay. Jay is the one who doesn't like Zayn. Okay. Yeah, so... He was like, all right, we got to get down to brass tacks. Zayn started talking about growing up an honorary Uso, but Jay cut him off. Jay talked about Roman Reigns beating down Drew McIntyre last Saturday. Zayn was hilarious again, acting as a hype man. Yeah, man, I love it, man. This is great. The Usos then introduced Solo. Solo walked to the ring. Oh, yeah. So a video package was there. I remember that. Gave him a big reaction with lots of boos. Sikoa threatened anyone that goes after his family. McIntyre's music hit to huge pop. Zayn and the Usos jumped out of the ring. Sikoa decided to stay and fight. Yeah, so he hit him in the stomach with a chair as he was coming into the ring, and he was about to hit him with a second one, but Zayn pushed him out of the way and he got hit in the back. And then McIntyre challenged Sikoa to a match, and then Sikoa accepted. And then we got some highlights from Clash of the Castle. And the fans pop big for Liv. And then it's the tag team. Okay. So, admittedly, I don't even remember what the hell I was doing. But I was actually watching YouTube videos as I was watching SmackDown. But I was watching it on mute. So, I was watching the tag team match on mute. Colored my bitch ass surprise when I found out that these two fucking assholes got the titles. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. This was for the... Wait a minute. This was a tag team match? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Which is weird. But then there's another match set up next week for Damage Control versus Raquel and Aaliyah. And my brain is like, okay, does that mean they're transitional champions then? But if that's the case, oh, really? Kind of fucks them, huh? Right? No? The match wasn't bad. I mean, nothing to write home about. Nothing absolutely terrible. Nothing absolutely fucking outstanding. But, still, it was a decent match. I liked it. The only thing that truly fucking caught me off guard was the fact that it was for the tag team championships, which is weird that they lost, but I'm going to keep an open mind, okay, because we're in the Triple H regime. So I'm not about to sit here and go, oh, they're about to get pushed to the back or whatever, and they're not going to be on TV. I'm sure whatever's going to happen to them is going to make sense. I'm not going to sit here and speculate anything negative. Let's just wait, man. Gosh, let's just wait and see. All right, we don't know. Do you know? Exactly. Now follow me. Fatal 5-way. This match was so weird because what happened? So Liv Morgan's in the crowd. Rousey came out. So Xia Li came out. She was able to clear the ring. Everyone surrounded Rousey. Sonya someone jumped on her and then she fought them all off. Lee rocked Rousey with a knee. Lee and Natalya tossed out Rousey. Oh yeah, and then Natalya. I fucking love Natalya, man. She's great. Moments later, Deville caught Lee with a chokehold. Rousey got the armbar. Yeah, and they both tapped out. What the hell, man? I felt kind of bad for Lacey and Xia because they both left. Bro, when the match was over, I was like, bro, fucking Xia and Lacey, they barely fucking did anything. Lacey barely got her shit in, and she had to leave. And Xia barely fucking did anything, and she had to leave. And the finals were Rousey and Deville. I like when they tried to do their UFC for 5 seconds, for all of about 5 seconds, and that just devolved back into wrestling. Rousey went for Piper's Pit. Oh yeah, she went into a chokehold. They fell outside of the ring, and then Rousey hit her into the barricade, back into the ring, and then she had Piper's Pit, and she had the ankle lock, and then she had to tap out. In my mind, I was like, that's dumb because did Rousey and Liv just fight? No, they didn't. It was Liv and Rousey. No, it was Rousey, but Liv beat her because she cashed in her Money in the Bank. So, Usos and Zayn. Oh yeah, so. Yeah, I like this. So, they were talking backstage, and Jay was like, "Ayo, fuck you." And Sammy was like, "Yo, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck is up with you, man? Are you good?" And then, Jamie was like, "Bro, it's cool, man. You did your thing." And then I really like that Sikoa was like, "Bro, chill. Sammy, you're all right, man. You're cool, because you saved me. So I fucks with you. And I was like, let's go, boys. Let's go. Sammy's getting his props. Let's go, boys. At first, Jay said Sikoa had to do it on his own tonight. Sikoa admitted he'd be thankful for Zayn's help. Jay changed his mind and said they'd all be out there. Back from the break, Baszler approached Rousey in the back. She wished Rousey good luck against Morgan at Extreme Rules. Rousey knows Baszler is disappointed. She didn't win the title at Clash of the Castle. She told Baszler to find her when she's ready to take over the show. Oh yeah, it was Shayna Baszler versus... I don't remember. Yeah, right? That's how Liv won. Right? Didn't Liv have the Money in the Bank? And that's how she won? I'm going absolutely insane. Somebody help me. That is how she won. Never mind. Yeah. She told Baszler to find her when she's ready to take over the show. I'm excited. To see where that goes. Street Profits and Hit Row defeated Los Lotharios and Maximum Models. This was a good match. It was very good, very fun, lots of offense. I really enjoyed it. I got very confused for like 30 seconds because I was like, I thought Maxine was going to be in the match for like half a second, and then I forgot Los Lotharios were in there. I was like, oh shit, that's right. So, oh yeah, top dollar tees for going for a dive. Okay, so what happened? Oh yeah, shouts out to Dawkins. Also, he's not wearing a tank top anymore. I mean, I'm not really fucking opposed to that. I'm just saying, okay, sure. You don't need a tank top. Okay, your body is beautiful and perfect. Okay, and you shouldn't hide it. God. A good part of the match happened during the break. It was tough to get invested because it felt rushed. Regardless, the live fans seemed to the match. Faces ran wild early and beat down Mansoor before going to an early break. Oh yeah, Maximum. I'm an idiot, man. Somebody help me. Back in the break, heels were firmly in control as they isolated Adonis. Humberto went for a dive, but Adonis moved. Humberto hit Angel instead. Dawkins got the tag, and he ran wild, threw Humberto high up in the air. Adonis hit a cannonball off the apron. He threw him high in the air. I'm trying to remember what moves they're talking about. I never like moves like that because you never know how you're gonna land. You never know. You could over rotate, under rotate. You could miscommunicate, mistime. Anything can happen, man. I get so scared when shit like that happens. Forward went for a dive, but Humberto cut him off. Dawkins dumped Angel to the... Oh, that too. Oh, that too, man. That shit scares me. I don't like when they do that. It's scary. I don't like when they do that where they... Bro, like Dawkins like threw him, like cleared the ropes. I was so scared, man. Dawkins got the hot tag, ran wild. Brando cut him off. Dawkins dumped Angel to the floor and hit a huge dive onto the heels. Top dollar T's going for a dive, and Maxine jumped under the apron, and B-Fab pulled her off. Max got in between him, and then, fucking kicked him in the head. And, yeah. Then Hit Row won. Great, sure. Do your thing. Strowman. So Gable came out. He was like, fuck Braun Strowman. If Otis saw Braun Strowman coming, he'd lay him out. Braun Strowman came out, beat him up, and then he powerbombed Otis. That was really the big pop was pretty much that. So he got Otis up. He got Otis up about halfway. He didn't get him fully up there, but the fact that he got him up, okay, that's pretty remarkable. Caleb Braxton interviewed McIntyre. He noted Clash of the Castle should have been his moment. He should be WWE champion right now. McIntyre wants revenge on Sikoa for costing him the title in Cardiff. And then we had Drew McIntyre. The main event was a mixed bag. McIntyre and Sakota had a hard-hitting match with a weak DQ finish. They worked hard and told the story revolving around McIntyre wanting revenge. Yeah, Sakota looked good in his debut. Karrion Kross attacked McIntyre for the finish with a... Karrion Kross attacking McIntyre for the finish with a strong angle. At first, the screen switching to... I was like, what the fuck happened? Okay, I don't know if it was just my internet connection or something happened, but as soon as it switched to black and white, the frame rate fucking tanked. Like, it went from like 60 to like fucking 25. It fucking shot straight down. I was like, oh... And I was a bit confused because I didn't know that it was the main event. But I really need to pay attention more. But, yeah, so it went black and white. He started choking him out. Oh, yeah, I like Michael Cole because Michael Cole was like, won't somebody get out there and help him do something? So I want to give a shout out to Michael Cole because, man, that is great. Oh, yeah, that's right. So the screen switching to black and white seems silly, but it worked well. And the screen fading to black. The screen fading to black with the audio still playing, with Michael Cole still screaming for somebody to help. That's good. That's a good finish. Keep that. That's good. A furious McIntyre attacked Sikoa at the bell. Sikoa briefly attacked McIntyre into the corner. McIntyre fought back with a hard clothesline, followed up with a future shock. Oh, yeah, went for the Claymore. Usos pulled their brother out of the ring. Their brother. I can't say that. Back to the break. Sikoa was firmly in control, hit a Samoan drop. That was pretty good. Hit it for the near fall. Cole noted the Usos. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, what happened? It was like, oh, yeah, so the Usos and Zayn were like beating up Drew, and then the Street Profits came out, and then that was the whole thing. Sikoa continued to beat down McIntyre. Jimmy interfered and caught McIntyre with a right hand, followed up with a Rikishi splash. Then he talked, oh, yeah, bro, that looks like that hurts too, man. He talked trash to McIntyre, which fired him up. McIntyre ran wild, hit a belly-to-belly suplex and a neckbreaker. I saw that. McIntyre went for a dive. Zayn grabbed his leg. McIntyre threw Zayn in the ring. Went for the Claymore on Zayn, but Sikoa hit a super kick, and that was also a near fall, if I remember correctly. McIntyre and Sikoa traded shots in the ring. Oh, yeah, they did the yay boo thing. They did the yay boo spot. Zayn distracted the referee, allowing the Usos to pull out McIntyre to beat him down to the Street Profits ran down for the save. 4-hit a crossbody, which I thought was cool. In the ring, McIntyre to Claymore, who fell to the floor. Suddenly, Karrion Kross jumped McIntyre from behind with the cross jacket, and the screen went to black. So, I mean, all in all, decent show. 4 out of 5. Decent show. Decent matches. Decent build. Decent show. I liked it. Favorite match. Well, it was the opener. I liked the opener. That was my favorite match of the entire show, was the opener. Imperium versus the Brothers Bruce. I'm going to give a shout out to every single person there. And I can't wait to see Sheamus be another champion again. It'll be amazing. But what else is amazing? Well, not as amazing. That's rude. Well, it's only because I saw Sammy Guevara. Fuck him. But it's also amazing that we're going to be talking about AEW Rampage. That's right. Rampage kicks off with Allen versus Sammy Guevara. Sammy won. It was a lot of bullshit. Anna Jay came out. Something about the wedding ring. I don't care. I fucking don't want... Even if Darby doesn't win. Even if Darby doesn't win. Why did I don't like... Whatever. God. All right. Sammy missed a coffin drop. Yeah, because he was like, oh, I'm crazy. Oh, fuck off, Sammy. Darby tried for one of his own, but Anna Jay ran down, distracted the ref. Ty interfered, allowing Sammy to hit a low blow. Oh, yeah, that's right. And powerbomb Darby. Oh, yeah, onto the back of his skateboard trucks. That's right. And he hit a GTH for the pin. Joe's in the ring with a mic. Apologizes for being away. Says he owes the fan much more violence in the near future. He's Ring of Honor TV champ and open for business. Out comes Mark Sterling with Tony Nese and Josh Woods. Nese has more abs than Joe has matches in AEW. Sterling says Woods deserves a title shot. Joe agrees and wants the match tonight. Sterling backs off and delays the match until next week. Good. Builds that. Ugh, there's so many goddamn people on this fucking roster, man. There's so many fucking people. And Rampage is like, what, a fucking hour long, man? Jesus Christ. Fucking, I barely even see Joe anymore. What is happening? Miro cuts another, oh my God, man. Miro cuts another promo about God, his wife, and lesser men battling for his title. Listen, Miro, beautiful. Absolutely fucking stellar. Stop talking about God. Do something, man. Fucking snap somebody in half. My butt itches. Okay? Itch your butt, Miro. Do something. Serena Deeb defeats Madison Rayne. There's nothing really to write home about with this. That was whatever. They keep doing this, by the way. I get it, man. I get it. I get it, man. She teaches people how to wrestle. I know. I know. God. Deeb was too powerful for Rayne to handle. She captured Madison's arm and a leg into submission, forced her to tap out. Cargo cuts a backstage promo bragging about her win over Athena at All Out. Jade confidently calls out any woman to step up and challenge her next. Hobbs also cuts a backstage promo bragging about his win over Starks at All Out. She's a general threat to everyone. I would have probably had Starks attack Hobbs and have like a rematch and then have Starks win so they can have the third match somewhere in a different pay-per-view. Because Ricky looked like a fucking chump, man. You made Ricky look like a fucking chump. And he was one of the top fucking stars, man. I love Ricky so much. Well, not to say he was, but y'all really fucking, y'all destroyed his stock. Mark Henry used Claudio and Dax ahead of the main event match. Claudio takes over early on after Harwood, and there's a rough fall head first onto the floor when tossed into the ring post. Ouch. Dax fights back with repeated chops and follows up with a diving headbutt from the top rope. Please don't do that. Harwood avoids the neutralizer and hits his own pile driver on Claudio for a near fall. Claudio uppercuts his way back into control and lands a superplex for a near fall. Both men exchange blows in the middle of the ring. Dax catches Claudio in a slingshot Liger bomb for another near fall. Dax follows up with German suplexes. Claudio, I was going to say Germans, but then I was like, that just sounds like Claudio. That just sounds like Dax threw a bunch of German people at him. Claudio counters a backdrop from the top rope into a cross body, but Dax then rolls over on impact for another near fall. I see. They trade uppercuts in the middle ring. Claudio getting the better of it, which is fair because, I mean, come on. Claudio executes a giant swing into the sharpshooter. Dax gets out of it and locks in his own sharpshooter. Claudio powers out and elbows Hardwood's head into oblivion, sits back on another sharpshooter, and Dax taps out. And then they show each other respect, and that's the show. Nothing really much to say. Fucking Serena Deeb, whatever, man. The main event, that was my favorite match. The main event was my favorite match. So I don't want Sammy to win, man. Gosh. Also, put Joe in more matches. Lord. Okay, SmackDown got a 4 out of 5. Rampage gets a 2. Rampage gets a 2 out of 5. All right, and finally, there's reportedly still drama in the AEW Women's locker room. Let's go, boys. Fucking, even if there was no fallout from All Out, Tony Khan is still a fucking moron. Let's go. All right. Women's champion Thunder Rosa, already a lightning rod due to past accusations of not cooperating with her opponents in the ring, aka sandbagging and working stiff, is out with a back injury right now. Rather than vacating the title, she's keeping... What happened? Okay, never mind. Sorry. It's Bleacher Report. I have to listen, okay? I'm a journalist. I'm a reporter. I have to keep up with the news. Thank you. Rather than vacating the title, she's keeping it while taking time off. Bad. Not good. Don't do that. Just give it to somebody else. Enough with the interim shit. Anyway, AEW created an interim championship, which Toni Storm won it all out. Then intimidated at the infamous post-show media scrum that Rosa might not be injured. No, intimated. What the fuck does intimated mean? Comments, what does intimated mean? That's how you know I'm dyslexic. My bitch ass thought that said intimidated. That says intimated. What the hell? Intimate. Wait, what? Imply. No,
intimate.
Oh, sorry. That was really loud. I apologize. I'm sorry. Oh, that probably scared the shit out of you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, intimate. What?
Intimate.
What does... How do you spell intimate then? Oh, heavens, help me. How do you spell intimate? Intake. How do you spell intimate? I don't know how to spell. Oh, God, I don't even remember what the fuck intimate... Oh, my brain is falling apart. At the infamous post-show, that's apparently an opinion shared by others at AEW. And hold on. What are they talking about? Toni Storm's comments fuel speculation about Thunder Rosa. Asked what she thought about the interim label attached to her championship, the former WWE wrestler said, I mean, it's not ideal, but Thunder Rosa says she's injured. She's injured. Okay, so when she says she's not injured, she can come back and lose to me, and that will be the end of that. Okay. Wrong thing. Oh, shit, hold on. I forgot that I have to close tab, please, and thank you. And then back here. Thank you very much. Okay. Dave Meltzer says Rosa's injury is legitimate. And that her decision to take time off is, as she said, an attempt to avoid surgery. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Because then that means more time off, which is fair. Still, she's been working with it for a while, and others have worked matches under similar circumstances so they could put over a new champ before exiting the stage, which is fair and smart, so I understand. So people like Storm and Dr. Britt Baker may not be happy Rosa didn't do something similar in this case. Okay. We'll see if things die down with Toni as champ and her Thunderstorm partner out of the picture for now. Even if they don't, though, as long as no one kicks any doors down and no dogs have to be rescued, the ladies will still be leading by example. Okay, they're doing a lot better than the fucking boys right now. Y'all are a bunch of fucking meatheads. Y'all are like a bunch of fucking idiots. I don't know what the hell's going on. The women's division still needs to be revamped, though, to be fairly honest with you. A lot of shit needs to be worked out with that. But really, we got to wait and see how that really turns out. So, I mean, listen. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say there. Listen, shouts out to Thunder Rosa. Hopefully she makes a speedy recovery. Sorry, I keep moving the mic. I'm just trying to make sure it's in the right spot. Leave me alone. All right. I mean, yeah, like he said, to be fairly honest, as long as they're not fucking biting each other, okay, and throwing fucking furniture at each other, all right, and kicking doors in, I don't care what they do. They can do anything they want, okay? They can fucking dress up as, like, Fortnite characters for all I care. They're not doing the fucking dumb shit that everybody else is doing. I mean, not everybody else, that the boys are doing, all right? Jeez. Bro, if I'm in the men's division and I'm seeing this shit go down, I'm looking over at the women's division, I'm gonna be like, bro, what the fuck is happening? Oh, my lord. All right, so what are we talking about? Bobby Fish thinks CM Punk is a see you next Tuesday. CM Punk is undergoing surgery to repair his tricep. Max Dupree could be returning to LA Knight. We don't know, though. SmackDown gets a 4 out of 5. Rampage gets a 2 out of 5. And the women's division is undergoing a little bit of drama, a little bit of tea. They're reading each other, not completely to filth, just a little bit. Boys, that's going to do it for this episode of The Turnbuckle. I really hope everybody enjoyed this episode. I hope everybody has a wonderful tonight and a wonderful tomorrow. And as always, big hugs all around.